Hi everyone, welcome back to Three Slips and Silly Points. We're back with Chai on first slip, Raj on second slip, and I'm still at third slip, and I will stay there. No one's kicking
I don't know,
downgrading me.
sir. I
Third
don't
slip.
know.
I've got and some silly points, and some silly points,
All right.
and
Them
some
silly
silly
points
points.
saving you every single time, Andy.
Today's, yeah, every single time. That's the pillar. So today's main focus is about the series that just wrapped up, the experimental series, or the series they really messed up on. But starting, we'll kick off a live game that's happening at the moment. South Africa versus West Indies. They're on second innings. They made 350.
Yeah, 357.
Just missed out.
Yeah.
357 for first innings, which was that's a solid run by South Africa, and West Indies got it all out for 233, I think. 233.
Yeah,
on home ground, which obviously doesn't help. Not that I don't know how many people are going to be watching, but a test series. But yeah, it was expected. This was
It feels like
expected. They're
they
betting.
may have lost a day or two,
Yeah.
right? Because it's already on day 4.
yeah. They've lost quite a few. I think day one they had about 15 overs, and then the rest of the play was washed out. So, indirectly, my wish of seeing a test match of day 5 is coming true. Thanks to the gods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the looks of it, we won't even get a result in the end now,
Okay.
unless South Africa try go for a
weather
kill
doesn't look
on
too
the
great.
last day and declare after getting 50 more runs or something.
I'd put it the other way. South Africa going for a kill rather than South Africa going for a kill. I think West Indies should not throw the game away.
Yeah.
If you see the second innings, they've South Africa made their intentions pretty clear.
Yeah,
They're going to
exactly.
come bashing.
Yeah.
So I think they're already in lead of over 150 runs. Add a quick fiery morning session, 15, 20 overs, 100 odd. I so hope West Indies is not going to
if they can set a total of 250 to chase in the last 2 sessions, we'll have a game on our hands, especially if West Indies try go for it. Oh, it'll be such a good game.
Oh man!
But 250 would they? I don't think they'll pause at 250. Like they've got batting for days, right? They've got batting for days as we've seen. So 250 might be a bit. The time's the thing, so it just becomes one of those one days, long one days.
It could be the carrot that rumor when England dangled, and it cost them a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I were West Indies, I would. If the target set to 250, I would probably give it a go.
Yeah.
They've got all to win and nothing to lose because everyone's actually
the carrot has to be good enough for them to be like, yep, we can go for this. And if they go for this, then South Africa's like,
correct, and believe
you go on.
Yeah.
And they believe that they can do it. Like even if it's 350, they're like, okay, cool, we struggled in the first one, we'll try again, but just enough to be a competitive game. Yeah.
It's similar to the carrot that Australia dangled in Brisbane, in Sydney, and Mr. Pants just took them on. If South Africa and West Indies come in with the mindset of, we've lost so much time, let's get a result on day 5. It's going to be a pure, classic test match, crossover with a T20 to watch. And strong point for West Indies, which we've always spoken about, is their batting. You've seen in England as well that they go and try and hit big shots. This probably is a perfect recipe for them to do
with
that.
West Indies batting, if you look at the scorecard, like they've all had a good start, but no one converted. And the captain was
I was
run
literally
out.
just looking at that. No one.
How do you get run out in a test match? Ugh.
You should ask Ponting and Ashes.
Fair point. No, but did you see? I think Keshav Maharaj bowled a 28 over spell in the game. 28 overs he bowled on the trot. Yeah. That's crazy.
Wow.
And if you look now, he's bowled 40 overs, and second highest is 18 from Rabada. That man was turning his arm over.
They
Oh, what?
40
Yeah.
of 90 odd overs. So it's
Yeah.
taken fair load of bowling there.
But that's the one that caused the trouble, right? 40 overs, 15 maidens, 76 runs, 4 wickets. Economy of
Yeah.
1.9.
And he
That's
still
one that
couldn't
caused
get a
trouble.
five. It's a failure.
Oh yeah.
In my eyes, this is a failure. Come on, man. You bowled so much. Where's the first
Wow.
wicket at?
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
we are in
football.
GG's era now. So it's not about
That's true.
individuals. It's a
Correct.
team game.
It's a team game.
But in saying that, I think he did get everyone in the top order.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you needed, right? That's what you needed with West Indies. If you just want to rattle that team, top order, average runs, right? Like 35, 42, and then 3, 25, and just dropped after that. So nothing really kicked off.
Yeah, rain curtailed match. We've already spoken about in our past episodes that West Indies pitches would favor spinners.
Yeah.
So I think Keshav Maharaj has just proven the point for us.
What are the chances of these
Yeah.
of these teams making it to the finals though? For the WTC final, West Indies is last, and South Africa is at number 7. West Indies actually played a lot of games. They've played 7 games, which is like the 4th highest games out of everyone.
Yeah.
And South Africa has only played 4 games so far. So if they've got a decent amount of games coming up in Test,
Well,
And
what's
are they,
West Indies coming? Like, what have they got? Yeah. Coming up?
West Indies have got one more against South Africa and 2 against
high point games.
Bangladesh. South Africa has got one against, one more with West Indies and 2 against Sri Lanka. So I don't think they've got enough runway.
It's not the number, right? As long as they keep winning, each series is worth 60 points. And it's the percentage, right?
But if West Indies win,
Even South Africa,
if West Indies
right?
win,
So
right?
they're on 25% right now. And if they
Even
win
South
everything
Africa-
from here onwards, they're number 4. If all goes well, right? You're gone.
They'll be
if you look at their run rate, right? So this series, based on results so far, I think they win,
So
right? Like
It's too.
unless they pull a rabbit out of the hat, right? That's a whole different story. But so that's right. That's two test wins, right? So what's South Africa got next? What's South Africa got?
Wait, did you say Bangladesh or Sri Lanka?
In Bangladesh or? Yeah, I had 2 teams.
it's
In Sri Lanka?
South
or in South
Africa's
Africa?
got Sri Lanka. Let's see. Stats guy. No, it's in
Sri Lanka ain't got no
South
chance,
Africa.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just 2
No
games,
chance
right?
at all. No chance at all.
So that's 30-point game.
Yeah, 2 games.
Yeah, go on.
If South Africa managed to win, so they currently are at 25%, right? They've won 1 out of 4 games, and they've got 4 more tests.
They'll be
If
in
they
the
managed to pull it
4.
off, they would have won. Yeah, 60 odd percentage. So
They'll be in the
5
top
out of
4.
8 games.
Yeah, I think they'll do it.
Oh.
They'll do it. That's it. Yeah, these.
Okay.
And anything after Sri Lanka? Sorry, stats guy. Is there anything after Sri Lanka, or that's about it? Just one day is in T20 somewhere.
Stats guy is busy checking it out.
This guy, we need to fire the stats guy again. Yeah.
Stats guys are quick enough.
Come on.
Stats guys should be
GPT.
intuitive. What we're talking about? What stats they did?
No. So after Sri Lanka, they've got South Africa. They've got Pakistan. 2 tests.
Oh, I remember that in Pakistan.
Pakistan touring South Africa.
Yeah, because they've got that tri series in Feb. They've got that tri series with New Zealand.
Pakistan? Yeah.
That's happening in Pakistan.
Yes, in Pakistan.
Yeah, so Pakistan's going to come to Australia, play 5 one-days, and then they're going to go to South Africa.
Yeah.
And I think we spoke about it in one of our previous
Pakistan
episodes.
thing,
And then watch somewhere. There should be a link somewhere popping up, so you should probably watch that episode. So
2 wins are confirmed.
Even the
right?
Pakistan one's
We're saying
confirmed.
2 games are confirmed here. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, in Pakistan.
Randeep,
No, but in
we
Pakistan.
we told the same about India Sri Lanka
Yeah, we
series
did.
that hey, the ODI India's got a win confirmed, and now you're saying 2 wins confirmed for
That's it, yeah. Alright,
South Africa.
we'll hold.
So yeah,
No, look, South
it's
Africa
not
one.
done until it is done.
This game, this series, their tour right now, West Indies, South Africa, that's a win, right? Like, again, unless they pull a rabbit out of the hat
All right,
or something, quote me
So,
for it.
just
That's fine.
putting it on, putting out there for record purposes. Randeep just coded that South Africa is gonna win
This
against West Indies.
West Indies.
The whole se-
Yep,
the
the whole
two teams.
series. So 2 tests. That's it. 1 test is going on.
2-2. Yes. Essentially, if you a week ago or a week and a half ago, you did say the same that India's gonna win the ODI series.
Hey, I did
Experimental ODI series.
experiment. Oh yeah, we didn't know how much they were going to experiment, but they experimented hard. Oh my god.
Well, come back in 2 weeks' time,
Yeah.
and then we'll put up stats on Randeep's predictions. So far, it is 0-1.
It's actually, yeah, this,
Either it's me going to be like this, winning, or it's going to be. Yep.
so
Okay, my bad.
I think this is a pretty good segue into the roast. Let's kick the roast on. Yeah. What do you guys?
Yeah,
Well,
it's happening.
Probably one stat is this is the first time Sri Lanka's won after what? Like the last time they won was
In-
1999 or something. There's a
Yeah.
stat in Sri Lanka.
97.
97.
It was about 300 days short of 10,000 days that Sri
Oh.
Lanka had not won a series against India.
Crazy step.
Yeah.
And it took Jayasuriya to come back as a coach to win it. And the previous instance was when Jayasuriya was a
To be
batsman.
honest, I
in
still can't
97.
believe they
Look at
lost this badly. Like there wasn't the problem here. Them losing this badly is the problem.
110 runs, 32
Just
runs.
taking the
Oh
piss,
my
really.
god.
Oh man! See, if you look at the first 2 games, and up until that 35-40 over mark, Sri Lanka had the same script. They were losing.
Yep.
They were at 160, 170 odd, and lost 6 wickets. And then the late burst takes them to that. That 220 was a power score on the
Yeah.
pitch. They just pushed them up to 230 in the first game, 240 in the second game, and the third game is a pullback because they were in a much better position.
Yeah.
They were at 171 for 1 or so, and then they had a collapse. But the collapse yet took them to a very decent, or
248.
very tough target, 248.
And as Rohit said, right? And Jasur said, like their spinners really helped them, right? It did, and it just looked like, again, you want to call it experimental what they were doing, but there was just no unity, right? Again, I get it, new coach, new way of doing it, like and stuff, and we have some new players with Parag and stuff, but while watching it just wasn't there, right? People like. I thought Arshdeep, that hit. Sorry, it was not required. Actually, I love you, but goddamn, it was not
I
required.
need 1 run to
Right?
win. So
You
I'll
had
just go
balls in your
and
hand.
6.
Oh my god!
Just hit a boundary.
Oh my god! So I'm not sure what pressure was in his mind. You just how many balls was it? I forgot. How many balls did they have in their hand? More than an over?
Oh,
or
they
an over?
had more than 2 overs. I think
They
they
had
were
lots
like
of time.
46, 47th over is where that coming. Yeah.
They could have just blocked it, and
time was
probably
not-
Sri Lanka's one
the-
wide.
The best part for me in that whole thing was Siraj's reaction.
Yeah,
It was just like,
yeah.
if
Oh
I
my
if I wanted to hit a 4, why would I take singles right now? Was his reaction?
Oh my
Oh.
god. Yeah, well, Siraj is all his TikTok and everything. He's Mr. R, like driving, kumble, batting, this, that,
Yeah.
just little chips, all it's all
But the
forms
thing
and
is,
everything.
look, that game was still
Oh my
okay
God.
because that was a tie, right? And we were all saying a tie is
Yeah, yeah.
not a
Yeah.
tie is not a loss. It's actually a win
Yeah.
for Sri Lanka. Blah 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 blah. By the looks of it,
Yeah.
that tie was really a savior for India to not be clean sheet in the series.
Not how,
Yeah.
I mean, 3-0
Yeah, exactly.
rather than going down 3-0.
But they would have
The-
deserved
Yeah, I
it,
reckon
right?
they
If they,
deserve to win. Yeah, for sure.
they would have deserved it. Absolutely. I
Oh,
think Sri Lanka
even-
would have won. We just scraped. Yeah. That one.
yeah.
That was,
Let's probably start off with the batting and then go
The
to the
bowling.
bowling. The entire team was on
Yeah.
one side and Rohit
Yeah.
Sharma was playing on a
Yeah.
separate pitch. Right? To me, it felt when
Yeah.
he was taking the strike,
Mm.
he had some magic button that converted the game into that wicket into a batting track.
Yeah.
And then when others came up,
But to be honest,
They
my
just
biggest
couldn't-
complaint
they just
also
couldn't
with
play.
Rohit Sharma. Because I feel like, look, assume the pitch is a little bit different for you than everyone else.
right.
Then why not get more than a 60? Why not get 100? He gets 100, and the whole team feels differently now. And the whole team actually, like, imagine a Rohit 100 gets you a century. But I feel like he carried on his T20 form, and he somehow made his T20 way of playing in ODI work also. And he also relied on the firepower coming after him, that if I give them the really good start, they can carry on from there. But I feel like that's the T20 approach. In 50 overs, you've got so much time to build a partnership.
Yeah.
Take those singles, doubles.
So to a certain extent, his approach, I was happy with him. Essentially, his game has been the same all along. I go in, I give you the quick start. I basically take the bowlers down, and you guys can build a partnership around it, which is pretty much your the whole of Cricket World Cup, a 50-over World Cup last year. It's essentially around that. He was missing out on the opening partner's contribution. Shuman Gill, which we spoke about, has been struggling the entire series.
And not just here, even the T20s.
Yeah, he has been struggling.
And then Virat Kohli has got his own. I don't know what happened to his form. He's got out to the spinner, same bowler if I'm not wrong, three times in a row.
Hasaranga, right? I think first game was Hasaranga, and then it was Welalage, the next two games.
Oh yeah, sorry. It was three. He got out in consecutive times to three spinners, and for some reason, India being pretty good in playing on spinning wickets, because home base is spinners, spin friendly wickets. Somehow forgot how to bat.
And it's probably because we don't play at home often enough anymore.
And and Sri Lanka, for the one-day series, most of their frontline bowlers were injured. So the bowling attack that was on display was essentially, the similar to how India, fielded a B as team A or second grade players against Australia and made it. It was essentially a repeat of that, where Sri Lanka brought in their second set of bowlers.
Yeah.
And surprised Team India. And the third game was the...
Sorry, go on. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, in terms of batting, obviously, Sharma is like, when he's on fire, some of the sixes, the shots and everything is gorgeous, right? Now, as Raj is saying, we just want him to continue a little bit longer rather than sticking to his T20 style.
When he knows the batters after him are not in the greatest of forms. So just look after them a little bit. But yeah.
That's the thing, right? So, he's the most experienced player, captain. I get that, but do you think they could have got cocky, like a little bit, just be like?
I think they were more. It was more like, we're on a holiday. We need a break, and we came to Sri Lanka. And
but again, that's right. One mentality. Either it's ego, or they just took it to the other one you said, they just took it too easy. It's a holiday, right? But as we know, for cricket, for people who follow it, it's like the Bible, right? It's full on. So
and the other key bit was this was 50% of the ODIs India's going to play ahead of Champions Trophy,
And that's a huge thing also, yeah.
right? And the 50% of the games actually opened up a lot more questions than finding answers.
I
The
think
entire
that
middle
kind of
order.
why that's probably kind of why they were so quick in dropping KL Rahul and putting in Pant again, because they're like, we don't have time for this shit. Like, we need to move on and see who our keeper's going to
We
be
don't, yeah,
if
correct.
Rahul's not going to be in best of his form. Because I think those are the two players I'm actually most disappointed in, to be honest. Iyer and Rahul, because I in my head, I think those in field innings.
Yeah, Iyer didn't do that.
Jack shit, nothing.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? So our weakness at the moment is your middle order, right? Yes, Kohli, we know his class, no doubt about it. Right now, some difficult patches, we know his class, and when he gets into gear and when he'll get into gear, no problem. But it's that middle patch, Iyer, the Rapand, Aksar up and down, but he's still there. He still has some great shots. Dubey seems to be getting into form-ish, and you've also got Sundar, right? Sundar's doing well. Again, Sundar, you've been doing really well. Really rooting for you, my friend. Doing really well, right? But that middle patch is our weakness at the moment for ODI.
I don't know, man. I think I'd, to be honest, drop Dubey on the pure basis of his fielding. He's so bad. I'm so bad.
Yes, finally. Yeah,
he's so bad.
I said a long time ago, T20. I'm like, Dubey. First time I saw him bat, I'm like, okay, I don't think this guy's got it. Raj's like, no. IPL, look at him, do this. I'm like, yeah, finally come around. Randeep was right.
If you look at his bowling, right? No, but
you can't hide
if you look at his bowling, he bowled for an economy of 2.25 when Siraj was going at like 10 runs and over. So he, like, with his core skills, it's all good. And with him coming in at like 7 or 8, our batting looks a lot longer also. But can't hide him in the field. He's so late to react for every single thing. Even on fine leg, he was late. He dropped a catch. Yeah. And he made that catch.
Yeah, I was about to say, did he drop a catch on the third?
Yeah,
one catch, sorry.
Technically 2 catches. Anyone else in that position would have either took the catch or would have dropped the catch, right? He made it look like the catch was so impossible.
Oh my God.
That wasn't even counted as a drop catch. And he dropped one easy as.
See, that's the thing, right? If you've got batting, right? Batting
would catch that catch.
Yeah. I'll catch anywhere, right? Slips is not a problem. Belly's not a problem. Fine leg, no stress.
Was recently at Gully. And remember the time we were at Gully?
No, it was. I saw that. Yeah. It was, See, that's the thing, right? If your bowling is good, your skills there, you're batting, you're smashing it out of the park. Now, fielding, if it's not great, then you need to see what you can do. If someone else can do the third leg, then cool. He's got to be dropped then. And plus, as Chai said, this is 50% of our ODI games till major tournament, which is not that far away.
See, for me, any player that walks into the dressing room, they need to have fielding should be just ticked off, right? They bring it batting, bowling all together. But you can't have fielding as your weak strength walking into that dressing room. So on that, he's done pretty good with the ball, right? And the third game where we went in only with one seamer, and Siraj and his 78 or runs give away in 9 overs. He was bowling in tandem to Siraj and was containing, was keeping the batsman's quiet. But absolutely. If you're, if you can't feel the ball, if you can't spot catch, then you don't deserve a spot.
Two things. Sorry, very quickly. Two things very quickly, right? So we was it 2011? Sorry, I'm gonna be bad. Stats guys are gonna have to back me up for this. When we had a shift from the old classic players to like young guns, right? The biggest thing that was the factor that changed was the fielding. Right? Like these young guys that came, we were like, oh my God, like the diving, the great catches, right? It's not like we have bad fielding. We have great fielding overall, right? But Dubey, what caliber we operate at now, right? Is you need the field. If you don't, you can't be an all-rounder, right? Fielding needs to be number one, and either bowling or batting, it needs to be key, rest is all right. You're not bowling or doing anything, but fielding needs to be there. Oh my God. So,
yeah. And with
yeah.
that huge guy, you can't hide him anywhere on the field. They're gonna quickly pick him up, and every time ball goes to him,
Yeah.
a 1 is a 2,
It's
a
so
2 is
slow.
a 3, and if it's a bit of a tough chance, then
Look, yeah,
Uh,
physically how it is, it's just simple thing is just quicker, smarter, and I'm gonna say confidence again. Seems like him just whenever I see him, just poor guy doesn't have confidence, but just needs to be fitter. Just fitter in running. Even I don't care size, whatever it is, but just be quick. And yeah,
there's always a pair
Yeah.
that sticks well and does together, like Sachin, Ganguly, Sehwag, and Shikhar. To me, it feels Dubey should always have Pandya on the other side
Yeah.
to see the better out of him. Because
that's true.
when
Yeah.
Pandya has been on the other side,
Yeah.
when Pandya has been on the field or supporting him,
Yeah.
you've seen Dubey perform really well. So maybe Pandya is the missing piece of puzzle for Dubey's success.
But is that what he's going to be searching on every time? You're like, oh no, wait, I don't want to come out at the moment. Oh wait, Pandya's not near me. I can't think for myself, right? I hope that's not the
Yeah.
thinking. I hope that's not the mindset. But that's crazy then. If that's the mindset, right? And Raj said the same thing. It was just he did really well in IPL because Dhoni was there, right? Dhoni was again. He's a great coach, great mentor. He's got a lot of experience, but it's always a
Can I
tag
put my
team.
hand up,
He
sir?
seems to not.
So IPL is a whole
Yeah.
different beast. Do you know why? Do you know why? No, wait, do you know why? Do you know
Oh
why?
no doubt. Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Dubey never has to field.
Oh,
He
in
only
fact,
came into bat. He only came into bat.
There's your answer.
He never
That's your
fielded.
answer.
Yeah,
That's true.
that was one of
fair
the
enough.
key
Yeah, fair
one
enough.
of the key discussion points. So it was one of the key discussion points when he was selected for the T20 World Cup because he never played the
Yeah.
full game, and I just saw he's no young player as well.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
well over 31 years old. I'm sure. You could give all this to a younger player and say, he's only gonna get matured enough. He's gonna improve on the game. I think he's probably passing his
Well, I think,
time.
to be honest, I think this is his prime.
Unless something
Like, this is his peak. And he's only got 2 more years of peaking. Yeah, I think prior to this, he was definitely not peaking. I thought some the overall composition of the team, though.
Yeah.
Because this looks very different to what we had in the World Cup, when you think about it.
Oh, sorry. My second point. I just remember my second point. Now, if we're talking about overall composition, but we'll get to bowling now. Now the concern is, right, when Bumrah wasn't there, right? Bumrah was not in any of these series. Now what it becomes is, in previous, we're like, oh, okay, we need a wicket. Bumrah's a guy, he can get it, right? We've seen so many examples of him. Now what we realize is, there's a big gap. When we come into these situations, we don't have a Bumrah similar style, right? Siraj got hammered around. Ashdeep, yes, Or our other things going to be, let's just get a part-time bowler and just be like, we got 2 wickets, 4 wickets.
Yeah. No. We throw the ball to Riyan Parag out of blues, throw it to Sky.
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma came on to bowl.
These pitches needed Bumrah. Let's be honest. Like, he if he was to bowl, he'll be really good.
Yeah.
I don't think he was needed. Like,
no doubt.
If you look at the opposition, they didn't take wickets at the fast bowlers. And
spin was there.
Spinners are all playing. Akshar playing, Kuldeep playing, Washi playing, and now they've added a few other part-timers playing. So I don't even think our bowling was at any weak, strengthened, or whatever.
Yeah, I think it comes down to a couple of things for me. One is majorly fielding, and then the drop catches, right?
And batting.
You got to catch them to start pushing. No, I mean, if you're talking just from a bowling perspective.
Sorry. Yeah.
Batting is a different beast in itself, which I think we'll get to in a minute. But from a bowling perspective, bowlers, if you see, Washi was bowling such a great line and length. He was consistently beating the batsman, right? Consistently. A lot of his LBW appeals were given called back because it was
Yeah.
just pitching outside off, or was not given reviewed and it turned out to be unpassable. So Washi stuck to a pretty good line
Yeah.
and length. Kuldeep, as usual, was pretty good. I had a bit of question about Aksar because if you see, Aksar needs Arshdeep to bowl so he can roughen up the pitch. But because
left-hander,
we were not playing Arshdeep,
Yeah.
so the pitch did not support much to Aksar. So you got to have that right hand, left hand combos in the bowling department. Plus, also, if we talk about a little more into the batting world, you also need a right hand, left hand combo at the top just to shake things up.
Thoughts on
true.
Sri Lankan new spinners though?
But Sri Lanka always manages to produce these spinners.
Yeah.
They come out of blue. You had Ajanta Mendes, who took the world by a storm for the first few years. It was essentially just couldn't pick up. He didn't have a great. It was essentially a mystery bowler. It was hard to pick him up. Same with these players were just sticking to the line and length. And to me, yes, the bowlers did get a lot of wickets, but I'll probably say our batters did not play well and gave away their wickets rather than some exceptional bowling.
It was going to be like harder for Sri Lanka, but the replacement got more wickets than Hasaranga.
Well, happy injury, right? Similar to who Pandya dropping off and Shami coming in the Cricket World Cup. Like happy. Why didn't Pandya get injured?
But Vander's the first game 6 wickets. How crazy is that?
And that too against. It's not a second, partial or second grade team. Right? It was India's probably Champions Trophy probables. Pretty much, right?
Well, missing a couple, right? Bumrah's going to be one. He's going to come back, right?
Yeah, in front of batting.
Batting. Oh,
to be honest, I think the way it is going, I would replace him with Yashasvi.
Yeah, see? And I said that in the last, right? Like,
I don't think they will.
No, this is a similar pattern. I know it's going to be challenging, and Raj, you said that in the last episode, it's going to be very challenging. Either he's got the thing that like Kohli had, like with captaincy and batting pressure. I don't know if he's got that now. My thinking is, I think he's got that a little bit, or it's been a while and he's out of it. But I think it's this vice captaincy. He needs to think of his points. He needs to come up with things and take over his batting. And I said in the last episode, do an experiment, right? Again, may not happen, but I think take off vice captaincy and just be like, look, this is what we've seen. Give it a crack. Hey, it may not work, but may work. Awesome. But, that's what I think. I think it could, there seems to be a big factor.
I honestly think they should go for Shreyas Iyer as the next ODI captain. He'll be so good.
He will be, but I think
he's
got to earn a little more trust with BCCI.
Got to play Ranji, sir. Got to play Ranji.
After the chaos on us.
Got to play Ranji.
Yeah. For me, I'd probably look at, dropping Shubman from opening altogether. Yeah. And if we are invested on Shubman as a long-term player to sit in the squad, I'd probably ask him or get him to take that 3-4 spot, eventually being your Kohli's replacement when he hacks the boot. So you got Rohit and Yashasvi opening up.
Yep.
Kohli and Shubman, depending on
situation
when you lose your first wicket. If you lose it early, then Shubman
when would Shubman come
lose
in?
it in the middle overs.
They said 3 or 4.
But he's saying also given Kohli retires, right? That's what you said?
After start grooming him as your
basically he's not going to play any game that Kohli plays in, right?
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
No, get him in. He's good. No, bring him in. Drop him to the middle order.
But then where's Iyer going to play?
So, in most instances,
He hasn't had a hot. He hasn't really had.
I was gonna That's what I was saying.
Oh, you're saying
Is I
drop
playing?
Ayan. You're saying accommodate Gil by dropping Ayan.
Yeah.
Oh.
See,
Oh.
if Gil's your future
Yeah.
captaincy prospect, you want to build
Yeah.
Gil into your future captain, you're not going to drop Gil. As much as Randeep's suggestion was to take it away from him.
I didn't say drop Gil.
You're
I'm not saying drop Gil.
You're saying
Just
drop
little-
someone
Yeah.
who's got an ODI batting average of 47 for someone who is averaging 58. Okay. 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 Let's see how it is.
Raj is like, I am making an argument, but I'm losing this argument, but I will still say, but I'm losing this argument.
The thing is, both have played about the same amount of games also. But then now, wait, sorry. So now,
Yeah.
is
I
there a
think
case for even moving him down then? He averages 58 as an opener in ODIs. How can you move him down?
he's struggling. He's struggling too.
Yeah, but
he's
it's just two
struggling at
games,
his
right? The
current
3
spot.
games, right?
You know, with the
Yeah,
added,
but it's only 2. Yeah,
And they only have 6
that's the
games
thing,
for the
right?
side.
It's just it's one series.
he didn't. So I mean, keeping the format of the game aside, he did struggle in Zimbabwe as well. Right?
Yeah.
ODIs.
I think he only had
and-
one
and-
game
and
where he made
T20s.
60 or 80 or something. Only one
mean,
game. That's it.
When with the person of his caliber and his strike rate, I was expecting him to tear through the batting attack or give that Sharma style, or Sharmaji ka beta style opening against Zimbabwe. So he's had a bit of a rough
So
patch.
even against Zimbabwe, he played two good games,
take
166, 158, but at a very low strike rate is the problem.
I don't. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not your true signature Gill.
What we've seen
innings.
him, seen him, and the expectation based on what we've
he's
seen
had-
him.
Oh, he's had like 9 games on the row that weren't great. So 3 T20s in Zimbabwe, 3 ODIs there, and then at least in the ODIs,
So you say
was he in the T20s as well here?
So you say drop a year, push.
Yeah.
For
Exactly.
Gill and bring in Jaiswal.
So, my take, open with Rohit. So open with Rohit Jaiswal, right?
We've seen that. That's
If
a
you
good
lose a
combination.
wicket-
We've seen that combination do well. Yeah.
Now,
We've seen that combination do well.
if you lose a wicket, very early, you send Gill in, essentially growing him into that Kohli's position, and then give Kohli the luxury and freedom to go.
I wouldn't want to miss
go
out on
crazy.
Kohli's position.
Nah, mine's the
Leave
opposite.
Kohli as a
Yeah. Raj and I are on this same one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the man is of class, but he didn't have a good run either.
Oh,
so again,
No, but then you look at it this way, right? So if you let's say the Champions Trophy that's coming, right? If we play whatever
It's in
whatever
Dubai,
happens, right? So if we go with Dubai.
you know what? After the Sri Lanka series, PCB got a call, made a call to all the stadiums and said, dig up the pitches, make them spinning tracks.
really.
Oh
Because
my
India
God.
will not reach finals.
And like which pitch though? Which where is
Any
it?
pitch.
Wherever India
Wherever
plays.
India plays.
UAE.
Hey, you know what I mean? Our last result wasn't great. We lost. No, but if we go, that's the thing, right? So, my top order will be Rohit Jaiswal. I think we've seen glimpses of that. That's worked really well, right? Then we get Kohli. I would do Kohli over Shubman, right, for number 3. So if, as Chai said, if a wicket drops early and we need to steady the ship and get runs, Kohli's got the maturity and experience behind him, as compared to Gill. Like Gill's got the class, no doubt. Like we've seen his caliber, but Kohli, it may be slow, but he can get us a really good innings, a good partnership, and get us going. Gill may, based on recent performance and what we've seen in Zimbabwe here, might be another wicket that we lose quickly-ish. So that's what I think. And then you get like Iyer and then Pant, or again we just have to see. No, sorry, Iyer we dropped.
I don't know, man. I
Yeah, we dropped.
don't think we can
Yeah.
accommodate Gill in the middle order. He doesn't have the bat for it. I think he likes playing during the initial power play, where he can flay the ball over the circle. And then once he's settled in, then he's all good to rotate.
I get what you're saying.
Having him in the middle order doesn't work.
Maybe a big. I think for India the next 3 ODIs is in February next year.
Good break.
So that's a good 5-month break. Yeah. And we've got a lot of tests and T20s, so hopefully Gill can pick up his form. I think all he needs is one of those classic innings. Could be in a test, could be in a T20. Just needs that one. It all needs is, all these players just need that one good game to gain all the confidence back.
And prove me wrong, it's not about his mindset with vice captaincy that's messing him over.
So who's gonna replace? Who's the replacement for Pandya? Just straight Dubey? Parag?
No.
Parag. Yeah, of the lot of all-rounders, I'd definitely rate him higher than
Pandya?
Dubey.
Pandya or Parag?
In terms of no.
Okay.
Parag.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Chai, because the only thing that takes it over is
Parag is a gun. Yeah. But
as a gun.
So you Dubey out then, right? For Pandya?
Yeah. Parag has shown potential. Key games.
His primary skill didn't come through, right? In any of the games. His primary skill is batting, and I don't think he got anywhere near
Nah.
But you would put a bit more faith in him as compared to Dubey. Right?
Well, with the bat, Dubey's shown, right? He played the World Cup above everyone else.
No, but that's the thing. The game's not about batting now anymore, right? It's your three factors.
The 3D player chat. Is that where you're going? Well, Ambati Ryder's going to have a chat with you then, sir. 3-dimension players come in.
But then I thought there was a nice little old saying that, catches win matches. So that's the thing, right? So, yeah. I would if we had to drop in that order, I think Dubey, obviously Pant needs to come in. He's
so you're dropping KL Rahul now too.
No, sorry, not Pant. No. Actually, okay, for that one, I'll answer that one. I was meant to say Pandya. Pandya comes in for Dubey, absolutely. For the keepers, for ODI, I would still stick with Pant.
So you're dropping KL Rahul?
I would still stick with Pant. Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
You're sticking. Okay, so you're picking a keeper that could not get a stumping correctly.
What an idiot, all right? How would he do that?
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
Did you see his face in the replays? He was just like, "Oh my god, that was so."
What was the icing on the cake? Was the third umpire getting his decision wrong? Hitting the wrong button, knowing it was not that, and giving him
oh my god.
Right. Keeper dropped the ball in terms of stumping. It gets reviewed to the third umpire, and third umpire drops the ball and gives him out.
Oh my god, while seeing that, I'm like, what? He's like, oh, I'm so confident. Ego came into it, right? He's like, I'm so confident this guy's gonna go out, so I'm gonna do it slowly just to showboat. And that's what happened, right? So showmanship, yeah. And that was a poor moment, but I would still
for 6 runs. Do you know what the icing on the cake was?
Wow.
Pant was stumped in that game.
Yeah.
This is how it's done, sir.
That's so funny. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I think there are a lot of lessons. As Chai said, if this is 50% of the ODIs to Champions Trophy, they've got a lot of thinking and a lot of tinkering to do.
They don't have a lot of room to tinker.
They don't. They
Hey,
need to think about it.
thoughts about Mr. Gigi himself. Did you see any changes or any impact of
I
Gigi
think
on the team?
injections of lots of all-rounders, right? I think that could be his little idea. I don't think we've played with this many all-rounders before.
That's true. That's true. And
Yeah.
he's pretty big on, if you could look at KKR as well. He's
Yeah.
so used to bringing in all-rounders. Yeah. Interestingly, when Rahul Dravid took up coach role of Team India, the first series was against Sri Lanka, and the results were the other way around. We won the ODIs and lost T20s. GG comes in, first assignment, Sri Lanka. He wins T20s. So starts setting a high expectation that, hey, Rahul Dravid, I'm going to set a new benchmark, but on ODIs, yeah, they managed to break quite a few records.
So not scripted at all. One entry is opposite to the other one.
I felt really bad for what were we going to say, Chang?
No, I was going to say, we've had so many scripts drafted against Sri Lanka, and this time the script writer just took a break. I'm like, all right, let the natural course of events take place.
Yeah, but I felt really bad for Avishka Fernando to get to 96 on that tricky ass pitch, and then getting out to a really trivial part timer who just bowled a straight ball, didn't even spin. Oh.
And for me, Nissanka has been amazing. He didn't do well in one or two games, but overall in the series, he gave me the glimpse of a right-handed Sanjay Surya, right? Essentially just going berserk, right? He's laid a really good foundation in every single game, even in the T20s as well. As long as he was playing, the ship was all steady, and then the collapse
I think he had one bad game. Otherwise, he played really well. And again, I think he did something similar to what Rohit Sharma does, right? Like where he just comes in, takes on every single bowler possible. If I'm around, we know for sure we're going to be at a decent score. Yeah. If I'm not around, then you're screwed.
And that one poor game was...
Oh, yeah.
He got out on the very first ball of the game.
Outside off, seemed a little bit, took the edge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got quite a few lessons to be learned for India's team. Again, as we said, not much time left, but they've got some tinkering. So join us again. Watch our last video. Like, subscribe, share. We've got the links all here somewhere. Our magician team would fix those things, and join us back for the next episode. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
See you guys.
Bye.